Welcome back, my loves. Lilies, lords, lads, do. Sugar mountains on the moon. Moon lily, sun lily. All right, let's go. Picking it right back up with the documents. We're starting off with number 65. Let's go. Let's jump right on in, baby.
Make us look very sure. Yeah, no. All girls would make us look very male. Yeah. Not tall. Yeah. Well, that's... So no... That's better. That's better.
All right, let's go. December 6th. All right, December 6th, 2022, 4:30 p.m. Idaho State Police Detective Brady Walker, along with Detective Gary Tolson, interviewed date of birth, 2002, at the Moscow Police Department. Blank had been in the as Kaylee and initially contacted the tip line regarding a potential stalker situation. Blank completed a written adult victim background questionnaire and was subsequently interviewed. Tolson recorded the interview. The following is a summary of the information discussed. For exact details, refer to the questionnaire, the audio recording, and the media provided by She did not know Kaylee's mother's name, but Kaylee spoke to her about the fights she and blank had. Blank described them as average types of fights, such as Kaylee needing to pay for her own phone. When Kaylee was in her freshman year, she did not get along with blank. Blank had not met Kaylee's Kaylee and her boyfriend, Jack D., had a very positive relationship. Whenever they broke up, it was always Kaylee doing it. When she would break up with Jack, she never seemed mad about it and would hang out with the sorority sisters more. Blank described Jack as shy. She described Kaylee as the most down-to-earth person with a contagious smile. Here we go. After Kaylee dropped from the sorority, she started hanging out with more, but their relationship would pick up where it left off when they would see each other. She could not recall any significant events prior to Kaylee's death. Kaylee drank the normal average for a college student and was not into any substances. She did not engage in abnormally risky behavior. When blank saw Kaylee, she was frequently doing homework. Kaylee was closest to Maddie, but blank listed several people in her sorority she was also close with. Blank listed them as believed to be that, date of birth 2001, unknown further, and believed to be date of birth 2001. Okay, blank was Kaylee's which was described as that. Okay, yeah. All right. She did not recall an instance where Kaylee expressed discomfort or fear about anybody. When she and Jack would break up, Kaylee wouldn't be upset. She believed Kaylee was always the one that ended things due to her being bored with the relationship. At one point when she and Jack broke up, she had an interest in blank, who is a University of Idaho student and lives in Coeur d'Alene. This is believed to be date of birth 2002, 20-year-old, 19-year-old. She did not know anyone who disliked any of the victims. She described an incident involving date of birth 2000 when she lived at that place, which is directly below the King Road house, and the phone number is this. Once at the blank, she and her roommates came out to the kitchen to find the dishwasher clean/dirty sign changed to "Fuck off, Jeff," with a steak knife bent in half next to it. None of the occupants had any idea who Jeff would be. Okay. Steak knife. While she was living at she had returned from Boise and left her suitcase in the car. When she came out in the morning, someone had moved the personal effects from the front of her car, such as lip gloss and other accessories, had moved into her had moved into her suitcase. Her suitcase was removed from the vehicle and left in the middle of the cul-de-sac. Nothing was taken except for her underwear. Okay. A footprint was found on the seat of her car. She reported the incident to Moscow police, and they, again, probably didn't do anything. The night, right? Probably. The night after the car burglary, she and her roommate were the only ones home, but heard someone walking around upstairs very slowly. She sent 2 screenshots of the text conversation with The screenshots were saved on a USB drive under Supplement 65. She described blank blank as more strict for party attendance, as in you had to be invited or be part of the function to attend. The King Road house was more lax in that respect. She recounted several instances where she believed she was being watched by a male who went by who went by blank. She believed this male lived in the She described this person as a white male in his 30s with a blank beginning to bald on top, with a hairline. He was about and had a large but not muscular stature. She saw him walking around the sorority house several times. When she would return from going on a run, blank would appear behind her. Okay. Yeah. Wow. She would have to walk in front of these apartments on the way to her sorority and began getting messages on Instagram from username that as she was passing by. From September 1st to September 15th, 2020, this user sent several messages. The user seemed to believe that she would smile and wave at them. She blocked this user on September 15, 2020. She sent screenshots of the conversation and of a picture of the male on the profile. She said the profile has since been removed from her Instagram. All right. But in 2020, though? Okay, 2020. All right, well, I don't know. The audio recording of the interview will be saved. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, right. Scan and attach this supplement. End of report. Okay, end of report. That was okay, 65. Okay, just more weirdos, right, guys? More weirdos. Okay, another interview coming up. Let's see who this one is. Another interview. See what's going on. Okay, we list the victims. And, okay, no, I'm sorry. We got one victim listed, Maddie. And then witness 1, 20-year-old female, white female, Boise residence. And then another, Moscow. Okay. Acquaintance and acquaintance. 1117. All right. Matthew Heinley. Let's see what this one's about. Oh, no, I'm sorry. More acquaintance, and acquaintance. 4 more acquaintances. All right, and then we get to the narrative. All right, let's go. So, on the 17th of November, again, this is just, 4 days after the unalivings. 4 days. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go. November 17th. All right, 12:46 p.m. Detective Hindley and Brady Walker followed up with a tip phoned in by blank blank via Moscow police tip line. She claims she may have helpful information regarding case. Detective Walker and I called her and spoke with a female who identified herself as blank blank, date of birth 2001, and affirmed she had called the police tip line. She said she was at and lived at that address in Moscow, Idaho, but her home of record was in Boise, of course. Yeah, she told detectives she met Maddie for the first time on Saturday night, the 12th, while out with friends at the Corner Club. Okay? She described that Saturday night as follows. At approximately, 10:15 p.m., she drove to Mingles, a popular bar in Moscow. She said she remained sober and acted as the designated driver. Okay. At approximately 11:15 p.m., she left Mingles with blank and drove to the to drop them off. She then drove to the Corner Club to meet up with blank and blank. Upon arrival at the Corner Club was packed, and blank had to wait in line to get in. She got into the Corner Club, used the bathroom, and took pictures with Thermopolis the mouse. No, not in this bathroom. And found blank. Okay. And found blank, and introduced blank to blank. Blank and blank were separate from and hang out for a while before left the bar. Okay. Oh my God. Blank and blank. Okay. Blank met back up with this blank who was hanging out with this other person. Blank was unsure if that was last name. Roommate and Maddie. This is where she met Maddie for the first time. Maddie hung out for a while, then made a comment to the effect of she was going back to hang out with her other friends and left the group. While in the Corner Club, she said there was an unknown male dressed in dark clothing and possibly a white and black striped shirt that appeared to be very drunk. She stated the male was stumbling around and even fell into a group of people at one point. She said the male smelled as if he She said the male smelled as if he defecated in his pants. Oh my God. Sounds about right for Moscow, doesn't it? People shitting on themselves, drunk all the time. Adults, college students, professors, the police force. They're always shitting on themselves. Yeah. She mentioned he appeared to be there alone and never saw him talking with anyone. Oh my God. Oh my God. She said she and another female she referred to as could not remember her name, went to use the bathroom around 12:30 a.m., and they ran back into Maddie. She said Maddie reminded her they were both named She made the comment to the effect of, "Yeah, I remember, I'm sober." To which Maddie replied to the effect of, "Well, I'm not." And oh my God. Blank and blank continued to use the bathroom and did not see Maddie again after that. At approximately 1:45 a.m., she arrived at her house after taking and home. She said as she parked and got out of her car, she saw a large male wearing a jacket walk out of a nearby house. She said she was by herself and felt uneasy about the mail and just wanted to get inside quickly. She did not see where the mail walked to, but saw he was headed toward Elm Street, Greek Row. Fitting name for Greek Row in Moscow, Idaho. Elm Street. Of course. Yeah, she told Detective Walker and I she did not become aware of the incident until approximately 1 p.m. hours on the Sunday the 13th via the Vandal Alert text message and email alert system used by the University of Idaho. She said she had nothing else to add at that time, but was available for follow-up if needed. Okay, end of report. Alrighty, let's see what's coming up, guys. That was Heinley. All right, let's see what's coming up. Another interview, blank interview. Okay, 67. We're at page, let's see, what page are we on here, guys? We're at page 207. 207. All right, 207. Let's see what this one, let's see what we can get into with this. All right, let's see what we can get into with this. Okay, witness 1. We got a female, 19 years old. 6 acquaintances, 7 acquaintances, 8, 9, 10, 11. A bunch of acquaintances here. A bunch of acquaintances. Good grief. Wow. All right, bunch of acquaintances. More acquaintances. Holy crap. Wow, look at all that. Good gosh. Alrighty. Let's see what this one's about. December 1st, 2022, at approximately 6:05 p.m., ISP detectives Matthew Heinley and Cody Herman conducted a phone interview with M's date of birth, 2002, at the Moscow Police Department and recorded the phone call. Recording D7 was submitted into evidence at the Moscow Police Department. See recording. Okay, great. She told detectives she was a blank and lived at the sorority house. She stated she knew from being in the same rush group and met through blank and blank, who were mutual friends. She said she had known and since about August of 2021. She told blank to detectives oh my God. Okay, so she ran down her activities to the detectives during the day of the 12th and early morning hours of the 13th, and this is what she said. She went to blank or for a barbecue around 1 p.m. with unknown spelling of last name, unknown phone number, another person, unknown phone number, and brother, unknown phone number. Went to the Vandal game around 3 or 4 p.m. with these people. Okay, a couple people. Stayed at the game until about halftime, then went back to blank and was there until around 8:30 p.m. She went to with and celebrating a 21st birthday party at a out of house residence on blank, unknown house number. This sounds exactly like the other one we were reading before. Left around 11:30 p.m. with blank and went to the blank house. While at this place, blank and blank hung out with Xana and Ethan in that area, in that location. She hung out for a couple hours at the house and ran into blank at around 12 or 12:30 a.m. Blank told blank she couldn't get drunk and made a statement to the effect of she wasn't feeling it. Blank stated at one point, blank told her she wanted to go to the house, okay, in Moscow, Idaho, but blank was not ready to leave just yet. Okay. She left the blank house and went to the lodge and hung out there for a while. Blank and blank left there, I guess, around 1:15, 1:30 a.m. and went to this other house. She did not go with blank to blank's house. Okay? At M's house was this person, this person, this person, these people, and unknown phone numbers, this person, unknown phone number, and this person. Roommate, unknown phone number. She said blank only stayed for approximately 10 minutes, then walked home. She left M's house around 3:30 a.m. with blank and went to this place to drop off and went to blank so they could get something to eat. Sure. After ate, and this other person went to this house and stayed the night there. All right. Okay. She described her activities on the day of the 13th after waking up as follows. She woke up around 10 or 11 a.m., went home, showered, grabbed food or coffee, and went back to She found out about the unalivings from this person. At around 7 or 7:30 p.m., okay, all right, this is the same one. Went to the hotel where Dylan and Bethany were staying. She left the hotel around 9:30 p.m. with and She told detectives while she was at the hotel, Dylan, again, we read this before. This is different, just a follow-up here. I don't know. But Dylan told them she saw someone in the house wearing a ski mask and had made eye contact with them, but didn't know what was going on because she was out of it. Right. We've already been through that. This struck her as odd because she remembered Dylan saying she wasn't getting drunk that night. But again, we've been through this. The prime lies. Dylan lies. That's her M.O. She likes to lie and deceive and mislead people. She also said in a previous point in the interview that shortly after Dylan moved into the house, she had made comments about not feeling safe at the house because of where her room was in relation to the door, and she felt she was being watched. She did not know anything further about that specifically. Okay, and this get into the Winco stalking with Kaylee. Right. They were pretty good about the security at the house, did not give out the code. Yeah, we talked about that. I don't believe that at all. And then she emailed a professor and, dressed as red-eyed, always tired and stressed out, but was a good end of report. Yeah, that's just the same before. That's just the same one. It's just, I don't know why they were repeating that here. All right, sorry guys, let's move on. 68. Okay, what do we got here? Witness 1, Lun, Fun. That's their name? LNU, FNU. FNU. Oh, more LNU, FNU fun. Moscow. Witness 3, Moscow. Witness 4, LNU, FNU. Fuck is that? Neighborhood. Okay, that's it? Or no? Oh, all right. Neighborhood canvas. All right. Witness 5. Witness 6. 7. 8. Oh, Moscow. 9. Moscow. All right. Let's see what this one is. Okay, on November 19, 2022, at approximately 3 p.m., Detectives Matt Heinley, along with Detective Hodel, conducted a canvass of the neighborhoods of Ridge Road and Paradise Drive in Moscow. The purpose of the area canvass was to identify houses with doorbell or external cameras and collect the footage during the early morning hours of Sunday the 13th. Okay. All right. Okay, and then they go through the residence. Okay, so residence A. This residence had a doorbell camera, but it did not appear to be working. House was under construction, and it did not appear to be occupied. A neighbor told Detective Hodel and I the house had been crashed into by cars on 2 separate occasions recently. Oh, my God. Well, I could see why it would be unoccupied. Yeah, good old Moscow. Holy shit. Okay, residence B. This residence had external cameras, but the homeowners were not home and did not answer the door. A business card was left at the front door. No footage was collected. There we go. Do we ever follow up with any of this? No, probably not. Residence C. This residence had an external camera, but is live feed only and does not record. Detective Hodel and I spoke with the homeowner, who said she was home on Sunday morning, but of course did not hear or see anything noteworthy. No footage was collected, of course. Nobody heard or saw anything. Correct, right. Every single fucking person. Residence D had no cameras, but we spoke with the homeowners. They were home on Sunday, and of course they did not hear or see anything noteworthy either. Okay, residence E. This residence did have a doorbell camera, but homeowner told Detective Hodel and I it was not functioning on Sunday. No footage was collected. How do you know it wasn't functioning? We just take people's whatever they say at face value. All right, residence F had a doorbell camera. The homeowner answered the door through the camera and stated they were in Spokane, Washington, but would be home the following day, Sunday, November 20th. The homeowner said they would be available to meet after 2 p.m. Okay, on the 20th at approximately 2 p.m., I went back and met with the homeowners to collect the footage. I reviewed their doorbell camera footage, and it did not record or store any events or footage prior to, during, or after the time frame of the incident. Okay. Residence G. This residence had external cameras, but homeowner did not pay for a cloud storage service, so his cameras only have enough memory to hold 2 to 3 days worth of footage before being overwritten. Via a Wise app on his iPhone, he was able to review videos sent to the cloud, but could not download or email it. He took a screen recording of the videos and airdropped it to my work phone. That footage was later downloaded by Moscow Police Detective Lawrence Mowry at the MPD. Later that evening at approximately 21:41 p.m., Blank texted me another video date and time stamped 11/13/22 at 4:13 a.m. Detective Heinley sent Detective Mowry the additional video. Okay. Residence H. This residence had a doorbell camera, but the lens was cracked and broken. The camera does work, but video is distorted. Homeowner does not pay for storage service, and there were no historic videos available. No footage was collected. And the last residence here, Residence I. Residents of this address saw the police canvassing through their doorbell camera, but did not answer the door. When they realized it was the police, they drove around the neighborhood to find the police and speak with them. They had cameras, but nothing of note was captured. No footage was collected. Well, there we go. Great. End of report. Yeah. Okay. 4:13 a.m. All right, guys. All right, guys. I think we're going to leave it there. We're going to do a little shorter one. All right, so next one, 69 coming up. Another interview. And let's see what's going on here first. Suspect 1, white male, 22 years of age. Potlatch, Idaho. Witness 1. Oh, there we go. We got Mr. Osborne. That's cool. Hey, we got Mr. Osborne. So at least we got a name there. That's the same Osborne, I'm guessing, that we heard about before. Relationship acquaintance, relationship friend. All right. James Osborne. Okay. All right. Is this the same exact one, though? Yeah. Okay. A strange encounter he had with Right. Okay, this is the same one, guys. They played football together when they were 2 years old. Right? Right. This guy was drunk. He thought maybe the guy was, like, having a hard time. This other person went to the church to eat. He showed him a knife. He had a knife, a folding type of knife in his leather pouch. Right. Okay, yeah, we already gone through that one, guys. Oh, what he described as a green Honda Civic bearing Idaho license plate, parked at the church. Okay, before it was a teal car, but now we know it's a green Honda Civic. Okay, that's new. And he took a picture of the license plate and left. Now, guys, why would you be going out of your way to go to this guy where he said he's going to be at the church eating, right? Why would you go out of your way to take a picture of his license plate? I mean, it's a little extra work, right? Doing that kind of stuff. I don't know. Weird. Maybe he really was creeped out by this guy. Wow. Oh, yeah. But we already been through that here. What the heck? All right, let's see what 70 is, and we'll cut it off. Let's hope this is something different. Okay. Owner of similar vehicle observing security. Oh, okay. Witness 1, white female, 23. Witness 2, white male, 22. All right. Yeah. Okay, and then there's a narrative. Okay, we're going to leave it right there, guys. Supplement 70. We'll go pick it up with that. All right, babies. I love you all. I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful day today, a wonderful night. We'll be back on tomorrow. Definitely we'll be back here tomorrow, guys, and keep going. I want to mix it up a little bit, though. I want to look at some other stuff tomorrow. Yeah, we got to keep reading through this, but I want to mix it up with other things, okay? All right, I love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful night, guys. Beautiful dreams, beautiful dreamscapes, of course. Yeah, beautiful dreams, babies. All right, I love you all. All right, talk soon. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye.